Hey everyone, welcome to Moms Moms That Conquer. This is so cute, right? Isn't it? I got it as a birthday gift and I think that it's absolutely adorable. But anyway, welcome to Moms That Conquer. I am your host, Julie Rodriguez, and today is Wonder Wednesday, right? Normally, I for Wonder Wednesday, I have you guys send in some questions and say, okay, let's pick this girl's brain and figure out what we want to ask her. But this time, I have one question that I received recently, and I wanted to touch base on that. And this goes back to my personal life, and this also goes back to something that I saw on Instagram. So I got a question from someone, and I'm not going to say who it is, and they asked me it was kind of like a two-part question. They asked me, how did I have the courage to travel by myself, right? Because I've been doing traveling this year. Um, and what do I get out of traveling by myself, right? Because we all love to travel with our friends and our family and our spouses and our whoever, blah, 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 blah. But nobody really has the courage to travel alone because it's a scary thing, right? And I used to hate traveling and now I just love it. I'm like, take me everywhere. I want to be all around the world. But as I got that question, and it's a divine thing, right? Everything happens for a reason. But as I got that question, I also got sent something from my best friend Chrissy on Instagram that touched base on it was about 10 things of what solo traveling taught that individual, right? Whoever posted it, it was kind of like a meme. And it was 10 things solo traveling taught me this year. So it was interesting that I received that question and then I sat back and I reflected on that Instagram meme and I was just like, this question goes with this. And this is me. Whoever this person is, they're speaking my mind. But I said, okay, well, we're going to tie the two together, right? We're going to talk about this Instagram post and we're going to talk about the question, right? We'll start with the question. How did I have the courage to start traveling alone? Um, I don't know if I have courage just yet, right? Because I always get nervous when I travel by myself. But I'll tell you this, I personally never used to enjoy my own company, right? I always needed to be surrounded by people. I don't know if I needed to be surrounded by people, but I was always so used to being surrounded by people, whether it was my family, my kids, my friends, my husband, whoever it was, that I never knew how to enjoy my own time. Like I thought it was so weird. And this year, um, I really kind of started valuing um silence, right? Because silence is freaking golden, let me tell you. And really just enjoying myself as a person and realizing that I don't need other people around me just to have fun, right? I don't need other people around me to get on an airplane. And I can do all things, right? Anything that I want to do, I should be able to do it. I deserve a life that gives me a sense of freedom and helps me enjoy things. There's so much to explore in this life, and I always sheltered myself. So um, I still do get nervous. But this goes back to my beautiful tattoo that I always, always, always share. The presence of fear is unavoidable, but the prison of fear is optional, right? So I can be fearful of all things. There's going to be a million things that I'm afraid of. But if let it hold me captive, I'm never going to be able to explore anything in life, right? So I used to be so afraid of flying. I used to be so afraid of being alone. And now I like it. So I guess that's where the courage comes in. I said, I'm not going to be afraid no more. I'm just going to do it. This is what I want to do. And I'm not going to continue to say, I wish. That was an important thing. I wish that I can do this. I wish that I can do that. Or I wish I could travel here. Or I wish I had the courage to do things by myself. Why do I have to wish? Why can't I just do it? And that I started shifting my mindset and my perspective and really started saying, I can do it and I will do it. Right. So to answer the question, I guess that's where the courage built in came in to say, I can do it, I will do it, and not I wish I can do it. So if you have that mindset of saying, I wish, you can, you will, and you're going to, right? So thank you for whoever asked me that question. I hope I answered your question because I just went like give you a million things, what we call vomited. I vomited on you, but it's okay. But let's go back to that Instagram post, right? Because I wanted to tie the two together, right? So this person, this individual, it was, I don't know, they had like 1,000,001 followers. Clearly, no one on my level, but I'll get there one day. Um, 10 things solo traveling taught them, right? And I 1,000% can relate to every single one that this person pointed out, right? So number one, if you enjoy your own company, you're never alone. That was a big one for me because, like I just said, I didn't know how to enjoy my own company. Let's use my mom as an example. I love my mom. Mom, I know you're watching. I love you. She's probably upstairs, so she probably hears me. But my mom goes everywhere by herself. Like she would go to restaurants by herself. She goes to the movies by herself. And I used to be like, yo, this shorty is weird. Like, how she just be doing things by herself? But I value her. Like that I'm now that I'm growing up, I value my mom loving her own company and really realizing that she doesn't need other people to have a good time, right? So my mom always had that mindset: if you enjoy your own company, you're never alone. And where me, I just said, "Oh my God, I need somebody. Like I can't do this by myself." So when you go traveling by yourself and you get your cute little expensive luggage or your little Walmart luggage, whatever you got going on, think about enjoying your own company, right? Your mind is going to be racing to the airport, but you're not alone. You got yourself and you got God, right? We love God. Number two, meeting new people from different walks of life shifts our perspective. That is like music to my ears, right? Because people be getting on my nerves. I'm not gonna lie, right? People get on your nerves too. I'm probably sure a lot of people get on your nerves, right? But when you meet new individuals, especially and I'll say specifically me, right? When I meet, I'm so used to people from New York. So when you go to other places and people are other states, right? I've been to Chicago recently. I went to Arizona. Um, Arizona especially. Um, Chicago a little like New York, but that's why I love it so much. But Arizona specifically, I met so many people that were so nice, and I'm like, yo, this is wild because nope, you're walking down the streets and everybody's like, oh hey, how are you? How are you? How are you? In New York, they don't do that, right? So I don't know. I didn't know that there's so many people outside of this world that have such a kind heart. Not to mention when I go to random bars, or restaurants. We're not gonna always say bars, right? And people just, I don't know what it is, but people love to talk to me. I don't know if I have like this square around me that says I need friends, talk to me, but random people love to talk to me. A lot of women too. It's very fascinating. But I really love it because the topics that we discuss, and then it helps me really just identify their perspective on different things, because I'm so used to my own circle of friends, and the way they think. But when I went to different states, or countries, um, meeting new people just has me like, I don't think that I don't like people anymore. I actually like people, right? So again, meeting new people from different walks of life shifts helps shift your perspective. It helps you be a little bit more open-minded to everything that you have going on in life. So think about that. Um, New cultures are refreshing, right? And they are. But you gotta really be comfortable with exploring new cultures. I'm still getting there. So we'll skip over number three. Number four, a sense of independence. If you know me on a personal level, some of you do, some of you know me a little bit. Um, I'm extremely, and I'm extra. So I'm very independent. I've always had a sense of independence. I've always been a very strong, stern, dominant woman. Um, and I'm learning to take a step back and really just soften up. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. When you travel alone and when you really get on that airplane and you are by yourself and you have no responsibility but yourself, it gives you a sense of independence because you're like, ah, I'm doing this, right? I'm going. Um, it helps create memories. Guys, money will return, right? You work to pay bills or you work to pay bills and have fun, right? And continue to grow and invest in things. If you just keep your money piling up, piling up, piling up, what's that going to do for you? Memories. Every memory that I captivated this year has been so freaking amazing. Like every memory, every person that I've dealt with this year that has been in my life has been so amazing. Everybody that I've traveled with has been so amazing, and I've created. And I'm really a filmer. I really love taking pictures and recording. So all of that goes back to me traveling because I'm creating all these memories in life, guys. So again, create memories. Money's gonna return. I promise. Trying new food is good for the soul. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I love food. I'm a fat girl at heart, always. Everywhere I go, I look up the Yelp account so that I can get the best restaurants. And I notice when I'm traveling, I'm like, I need a 4 or 5 star restaurant. I do not want to eat things that I eat back in New York. Trying different foods while you're in different states or countries, it's gonna brighten up that soul. You're gonna start shining. Okay, try it. Try it. New food, new sauces, new drinks. Always try new drinks. Um, the sun is healing. I and this is a me segment clearly, so you guys to get to know me. But I hated tanning. I used to be like, ain't no way. Like my friends will tell you, especially my friend Nilda. I hate tanning. I will hide under the sun because I just hate it. But I noticed when I went to Chicago with my friends and we were at the beach, I just let that sun shine on me and I just felt so relaxed and at peace. And it was so healing. The sun is healing. I just felt like I was in another place, like another dimension. And I just relaxed my whole mind and my mind stopped. And it's so hard for my mind to stop because my mind just goes and goes and goes. But when that sun just reflected on me and just laid on my body, I just felt such a healing sense. So I'm not going to say that I'm going to be tanning all the time, but the sun is healing. You should tan and you should encourage others around you to appreciate the sun. Okay? Everything won't always go to plan. Learn to roll with life. I am the type of person that has an agenda for everything. Like I love agendas. Like, okay, we gotta go here, we gotta go here, we gotta go here. But again, when I went to Chicago, clearly I love Chicago. Um, I noticed like I'm just gonna go with the flow. Like we don't gotta go everywhere. We don't gotta go where the agenda bullet number 3 says. Like let's just do what we want to do. And if wherever the wind takes us, let's just go. Okay, we're gonna go eat food. Okay, we're gonna go have drinks. Okay, okay, we're not gonna do nothing. Perfect, beautiful, right? Everything's not going to always go as planned when it comes down to trips, especially when you're in other countries, not just states. Just roll with life, enjoy it, enjoy the moment, take it in, breathe in, process it, and just chill. And if you don't know what to do, like I just said, food is good for the soul. Go eat. That's it. Okay? The highest form of self love is trusting that you will figure things out. I'll say that again, right? Because that one's so beautiful. The highest form of self-love is trusting that you will figure things out. You're going to figure it out no matter what. Love yourself, okay? Everything does not always have to be right, whether it comes down to traveling alone or just building yourself up as an individual. Self-love is trusting that you're going to figure things out because you will. And lastly, you can still be confident, feeling anxious, and having doubt, right? Like I said about my tattoo. You're gonna be scared, you're gonna feel anxious, you're gonna have doubt, but still be confident in everything that you do. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let the anxious feeling or doubt hold you back. Go travel, get on that airplane, do whatever it is that you want to do. You want to go to Dubai, go. Do it. Do it. You can do it. Um, so, guys, we're going to close it out, right? Those are the 10 things traveling taught this individual, whoever it was on Instagram, but it also taught me. And I hope it teaches you. And I hope that you guys have the courage because we want to surround ourselves with everybody that's courageous, right? Be courageous and book that trip.